Hi everyone, this is Varad Vaichal and we have got Mohit with us, Mohit Bararia. So, I am a CSK fan and he is a MI fan. So we will do analysis, pre-match analysis of MI versus CSK. We all know that CSK and MI have lost 5 and 6 matches, so it's a very tough going. So let's see how it unfolds. So Mohit, let's start with you. What do you think of MI who has lost 6 matches, which is a record in MI's history?
Hi, Varad. First of all, thanks for inviting me here. I'm super excited to share screen with you and looking forward to discuss and analyze the game, which is the upcoming game, which is also called as the El Clásico of IPL.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if this time it's for first place or last place. So yes, jokes aside, first of all, talking about MI's IPL so far, as you said, this has been the worst phase for Mumbai Indians ever in the history of IPL. Every player is saying that they are in a transition phase and all that stuff. I feel that it is pure crap. They had their core at the retentions, which was one of the best, in my opinion. And you know that every team after a mega auction is in a transition phase. And we got two new teams here this time, which are playing together for the first time, and they are even in top four. So I think that the bad play was one of the main reason out there. And if you talk about the game so far, I think even we had the advantage of three tosses in 6 games so far, out of which we lost three while defending and three while chasing. And if you see our playing 11, then we played the same in playing 11 in first couple of games. But yes, we were changing and like shuffling our players. And in 6 games we played around 16 players. So yes, bad play, bad cricket, some poor decisions from the management, and some poor combinations are the things to point out so far for us in the tournament.
And the same lies with CSK. Like when see how can CSK lose 5 matches out of 6? It's a very
Exactly.
bad phase. Like they left Faf du Plessis, like such a champion player, and in his place, Gaikwad is not scoring runs, and Moin is also not scoring. Ambati is not scoring. Only Uttapa and Shivam Dube that knock they played. And even if DK would have scored runs, they would have lost that match also. Even by a small margin, they lost. So Chennai Super
Yes.
Kings first of all made a big mistake by leaving out, like Dhoni said that he won't be the captain. Like it's very bad because the team's entire concentration got lost. See, Jadeja doesn't have any captaincy history. Even in his first class, he
Yes.
didn't capture any by any means. But and then there were no bowlers like Deepak Char. You spent 14 crores on him, and he's not available for the entire tournament. Like it's a joke, man. See, he has the ball in his hand, and also they left Shardul Thakur. They retained the main core players. Like they got 8 players right out of their auction, but they didn't got Shardul Thakur. They didn't got Faf. Means the star players were not there, and most importantly, the batters are not scoring runs. It's a very bad sign. We all know that CSK is a dad's army. They have got players in 30, mid 30s. They are not scoring runs, and most importantly, Dhoni is doing the captaincy. It's a joke that Ravindra Jadeja is the
Yes.
captain. We are all seeing that only Dhoni is managing the fielders. He's making the calls. Like we saw, like in the over of Lucknow Super Giants, that he gave the ball to Shivam Dube. So what is Jadeja
Hmm.
doing there? It's also a question. Like, and also most important, they left Suresh Raina. So there were some very bad relations with N Srinivasan and him. So that costed CSK a lot because Suresh Raina was the front runner of CSK captaincy. To be honest, so they still have a chance. They can win 8 matches, but it's what you call a bit unrealistic to happen. But CSK have done it in the past, just like Mumbai Indians. See, Mumbai Indians also lose 5 matches and make a comeback. So we are both in the same ship. We can still make it to the playoffs.
But if you think, if you have watched the IPL so far, you will see that not only one department but batting, bowling, and even captaincy for Chennai have proved them that the win for them is difficult for this time. Because if you see senior players like Uthappa and Dhoni himself, a more reputed player like Ruturaj is not taking responsibility. And if you see the bowling department as well, there is no premier fast bowler. You have got spinners and they are not bowling complete four overs. The added pressure of captaincy on Jadeja is very much visible on his face. He's not delivering with ball, he's not delivering with bat that much as we used to see in past couple of years. So I think it is a combination of all the three things combined, and this is the result of which the two of the most successful teams in the IPL are here in the bottom of points table as of now.
Yeah, it's a bad thing, and also now COVID has also struck. So we are in a
Exactly.
bad phase. So let's hope
Exactly.
that IPL doesn't get cancelled, because we both teams would be very happy if IPL gets cancelled. For the first time, it would be cancelled, right? Last year they shifted the IPL to UAE and made the things happen, but this time they don't have that much what you call time phase also, because World Cup is there.
Yes.
So let's talk about
The
CSK first.
window is not available. Yes.
The window is not available. Only 20 days window won't be sufficient. And also, and today's world, we have got that COVID protocols in which 7 days would be gone. So the teams will play like 3 matches per day or 4 matches per day. Like that CPL
Yes.
is, it is not possible.
Exactly. So, going ahead, what do you think can be the chances for CSK in this IPL? Like, if you see the points table,
CSK,
and then yes, please.
yeah, CSK have a chance. See, they have won 1 out of 6. If they win 4 matches on a trot, then 10 out of 5. So they have a chance. They have to win 4 matches, 3 to 4 matches, and they have a chance. But if they lose 2 matches in that, so losing 5 on the bounce will be very tough. But still, they have a chance because CSK have that pedigree. They have the coach Stephen Fleming, who's calm as ice, and then Dhoni also, and Mike Hussey also, so they can do it. It's a tough task. So let's see. And what do you think about Mumbai? Let's talk about Mumbai now.
About Mumbai, if you look at the points table, then in my opinion, honestly, I think that Mumbai is virtually knocked out of the tournament as of now, because from here the maximum they can reach is to 16 points, and in a 10-team IPL, a lot of chances will be there that teams will qualify
Yeah,
after fighting for net run rate, and MI will even require a lot of lower ranked teams to beat higher ranked teams. So I think this is equivalent to what God coming here on earth, and I feel this is not happening at all, because
yeah,
things are going to get tougher for us game by game, because if you see our schedule, after Chennai we are scheduled to play Lucknow, Rajasthan, and Gujarat, which are currently the top,
yeah.
which are the
Top
top
teams.
3 out of 4 ranked teams as of now. I think all just you can do is some play some good cricket and enjoy yourself out. Find some good combination and make the task difficult for other teams.
Yeah. Actually, the only bright spot for MI would be of Bravis, like the baby AB. So that's the only positive thing that has happened. And also, I also don't see them making, because 18 points should be required to qualify. To be honest, because in the last 2 seasons we have seen that 3 teams have been tied on 18 points, and SRS made it on 14 or 12. I guess it was very tight one. So 18 points is out of the points. So let's see what happens. So, but they can spoil the parties of every team. They can
Exactly.
drag the other team.
That's what
Yeah,
I was talking about.
yeah. They will drag the teams, and they will make it tough for the other guys.
Exactly. But
So
going ahead, I think uh, there are less positives as compared to negatives to pick out for both the teams as far so far in this IPL. What do you feel that CSK has been doing completely wrong, which they doesn't used to do it, from this last decade, and even Mumbai. I'll talk about Mumbai. You can share this about CSK.
yes, CSK has a very good. They have a pedigree of a good top order. Like they had a Watson, Hayden. So they used to
Exactly.
score runs. They used to score a half century at least and stay long. Like Faf used to stay long and Watson used to hit. So that is missing. And the bad thing is like the middle order is very badly managed. Like sometimes Uthappa is coming at 4-3. So it is not good by any means. And all these players are at the back end of their career. So it's not a good sign.
Very
and
true.
and also and also CSK had told that they will look after new players, which doesn't seem so far. Like 3 years, these players will be there only. So it's a very questionable,
Exactly.
what you call, yeah, selection.
Exactly. And talking about Mumbai, I think a lot of decisions, the selections, and I think in fact it started all with the auctions only. You don't target a premier spinner. You go all out after Ishan Kishan, as you went after Deepak Chair. uh, we went after Jofra Archer, but after that, we even after knowing that he won't be available this year, and in my opinion, seeing the history of injuries, we can't even predict about his future also. But
No,
yes, we
no,
end up going after him. We went after Tim David. If you have watched that,
yeah, yeah,
for
team
more than for more than
David.
8 crores, and yes, I agree that a lot of BBL players don't perform in IPL, but this guy performed in CPL. He performed in BBL. He performed recently in PSL, scoring 300 odd runs at a strike rate of 200, but you drop him after 2 games. I think that is not acceptable at all. We have Fabian Allen, who can be very tight with his spin bowling, and be a finishing partner with Kyron Pollard at the death. But you play him after losing 5 games, and that is not acceptable at all. Uh, you have got good overseas players, and even after that, you play with just three of them, and after there is even after there is no issue of injury and availability, then I think mistakes have been made at the auctions only. But yes, no one is questioning this about Rohit or from the coach. Every fans are like, we support you, we support you, but man,
Yeah,
in times like this, these yes, having a soft corner is equally important, but you need to ask people from the camp the reason behind the song, because behind the stuff, because every time this is not gonna happen the same way,
yeah.
uh, like we are not gonna win the trophy again and again. Yes, yes,
Again and
please.
again. Yeah, but losing 6 matches is not a good sign. And
Exactly.
actually, MI owners, they should let go Mahela now, because he has been since 2018. It's been 4 years. Because what happens, the guys in the dressing room are so chillaxed, relaxed. So see, we have got our man present. He won't let us out. They should go away. Like what they did with Ricky Ponting. They kept him for only 2 seasons as head coach.
Hmm.
He won them for one trophy. So you have to change coaches like on a 3 year basis. Not, you should not keep only like a coach like Fleming stays long, because he has what it takes to be at this level. Only the coach to be present. He was first with CSK, then with that Rising Pune Super Giants, and then again with Chennai Super Kings. Only one
Yes.
coach can be that one. MI should let go Mahela and change the entire staff, man. That's
to
what
to
I
give
suggest.
some fresh ideas to the players, and
Yeah,
like,
fresh ideas.
exactly.
Like see how SRH have progressed. They have won four
Hmm.
games out of six. Like they got
Yes,
Brian Lara, the legendary Brian
4
Lara.
out of 4 after losing 2.
Yeah, the Dale Steyn. They also had a controversial rift with Warner. So they just made the life so hard for the other players. Like you have to do some steps.
Exactly, but for that, at the end of the day, I think that players need to perform on ground on a particular day to win matches. Coaches and staff can do the extra thing that they need to do, but at the end of the day, I feel that they need to play. And as you said about Hyderabad, like they don't have such big names, but a combined effort is what it takes to win the games, and they have been successful doing that in past 4 games.
Yeah.
But going ahead, I think that we won't stretch it more to more longer. But a last thing to ask you, Varad, what changes do you see going ahead in the CSK camp, or what the management and the team need to do to qualify?
Yeah, like I told earlier, they need to win the next 4 matches. Like they have to start with defending MI, and then they have to defeat big teams. Like no team is a smaller team, and then they
Exactly.
need to make sure that Shivam Dubey is given a long rope at number 4. He can bat, he can smash sixes, and most
We saw that.
importantly, yeah, and we saw that he hits big sixes. huge sixes, and then Dhoni should bat. He should be at the non-striker set because his presence can be very dangerous. Like we see, like we saw in 2021 where Jadeja scored 37 runs against Harshal Patel, RCB. Like Dhoni has to bat.
Yes.
Yeah, so only I think only these two changes would be good, and also most importantly, they should find a replacement for Deepak Chahar. Like he is not there, so there are talks that Ishan Sharma would be slotted in.
Yes. He was in
Yeah,
reports,
Ishan
but
Sharma.
no, not an actual report. Actual news has come out yet.
Yeah, but they should find a replacement because what has happened
As soon
that
as
new guy.
possible.
Yeah, as soon as possible. And Chris Jordan is not a new ball bowler. He's a death bowler, and he should be given 3 overs on the bounce. Like, how can you expect him to pick up wickets with a new ball, man? Come on, look at his BBL record, T10 record. He's the
And
best at
even
the
if you
depth.
see, his that records are not even greater. Like his economy is around 11 at that since 2018. So I think that if a fast bowler is only for middle overs, then he is not a perfect fast bowler for you. You need someone else to do the same job. But
Yeah,
going, yes,
yeah. That's why I said they need to find a replacement because they had invested 14 crores, so that's now waste
exactly.
for this season. So let's talk about MI. What do you think they should do, and which players you need to think they should be in the playing 11? Like 8 matches are remaining.
Yes. I think that the dressing room needs to relax a bit. You know, the constant losses the constant losses creates an all the more different environment. It creates an added pressure on players. I know
Yes.
it's easy to just sit and talk like us, but if you are such a reputed team and if you have such a huge fan base, then I think there's an added responsibility on your shoulders. I think first of all
And
they
actually,
need
it's
to make.
very, and
Yes,
actually,
yes,
it's very,
please.
and actually, it was very easy also to win. Like the matches they lost, they could have
Exactly.
won 3 matches out of 6,
Yes, yes.
but
At
they
least
lost.
at least two were in their pockets that they lost.
Yeah, they could have won.
But
Like against Punjab Kings, they could have won. Like chasing 198, it was a good. Like Brevis had scored 60 odd runs, and then Pollard and Suryakumar that run out happened. All that thing.
and even that Delhi game that Aksar and Shardul came at end to finish, they were gone much earlier, but MI didn't. You know, the absence of a premier spinner in the middle overs that lagged again. But
Yeah,
I think that they need to make space for Tim David as soon as possible because how
yeah,
efficient that Pollard used to look for past 4, 5, 6 years. Having Pandya brothers around him, I think he is missing that. The only thing working for them, in my opinion, is their middle order. They are starting their innings with their middle order. They are finishing their innings with their middle order. Yes, I feel that yes, Devold and both Tilak are in good touch, but someone a better player like Sky, they need to give him the position of number three. You never know, he might give you 100 this time. But and another thing I want is that the openers start more freely. If you see, Rohit is not giving runs. Ishan is giving, but his strike rate is 115, and I think they need to be more brutal out there. And the point is that only, once your openers give you a good start, your team follows. And for that, I think captain needs to lead the
lead
team.
the team.
Yes, exactly. The captain needs to be the leader, and that has to be done to take the team through. Otherwise, they need to just sit back and watch the playoff from their dressing room.
Yeah. Okay, so
Exactly.
let's see
So
what happens for MI versus CSK. Whatever
yes,
happens, that clash would be a very memorable one for the first time because both the teams most likely won't make it. We both know that they won't make it, but let's see. Fingers crossed. Yeah,
exactly. And all of you watching us, do let us know who do you feel are the top four contenders for the playoff for IPL 2022. Do like, share, and comment in this video. Till then, goodbye.
goodbye.